So next up, we have Alina McIntyre talking about heat exposure in Chelsea and East Boston. Alina.
Thanks, Greg. I'm excited to give a quick overview of some research I worked on this past semester. Next slide. So starting with some background, urban areas face higher temperatures due to factors such as increased impervious surface area, high energy consumption, and a lack of green space. And these built environment factors are experienced disproportionately. Resource limited and/or communities of color are more likely to live in hotter urban areas. So looking at two urban environmental justice communities, Chelsea and East Boston, Massachusetts, we can begin to understand some of these trends. So here we have Massachusetts with Suffolk County in red, and then blown up to show the heat vulnerability index with the darkest gray signifying most vulnerable to extreme heat. We see that Chelsea and East Boston, which are outlined in black, is mostly this dark gray. And relatedly, Chelsea and East Boston are heavily redlined. You can see in the third map, the red and yellow colors, which designated these areas as declining or hazardous neighborhoods by the Homeowners Loan Corporation. Importantly, research has shown that redlined areas have a higher mean land surface temperature than non-redlined areas. So to explore the disparate impact of heat exposure in Chelsea and East Boston, some of the research I did this past semester utilized participant GPS location data from the ongoing Chelsea and East Boston Heat Study, or CHEAT, which is a collaborative research project between Green Roofs Inc. and BU School of Public Health. So previous research has used this type of location data to determine individual level environmental exposures. However, use of these methods are limited when examining heat, especially in these EJ populations. Next. Therefore, my aims were to assess CHEAT participant location patterns across different microenvironments and then determine agreement between that location data and participant self-reported location patterns. Next. So to do this, GPS location data was cleaned and prepared for analysis, and using GIS software, microenvironments such as homes, parks, or stores were constructed, and time spent in each of these areas was calculated. Next. And to end with some results, we found that people spend most of their time indoors in their homes, about 75% overall during our study period, which suggests an opportunity to explore at-home heat mitigation interventions such as waivers for air conditioners or electrical cost subsidies. And I encourage you to keep up to date with new CHEAT plans and visit our data dashboard at cheatproject.org. And just a big shout out to all of our team members, our advisory board, and funding sources. Thank you.